That's the other people whose jobs it is to do that.
Let's talk about the war in Ukraine. As you are well aware, the whole world noticed that India, as a very influential country, has never publicly condemned Russia's assault and invasion to a neighboring country. Why is that so? Can you really be neutral in a war for which obviously one side bears all the responsibility?
Well, look, I think in international relations, you have sometimes very complicated situations, and where we are concerned, we've always taken the position that the way out is for the countries concerned to get back to dialogue and to diplomacy. To sit down
But is this a
and
complicated situation? Is this really complicated? There's
Well,
just
absolutely.
one big country invading its neighbor.
Now, look, I can give you many instances of countries who have violated the sovereignty of another country. You know, if I were to ask where Europe stood on a lot of those, I'm afraid I'll get a long silence. So do understand one thing. At the end of the day, uh, we we make judgments in foreign policy based on what we think are our long-term interests and what is good for the world.
But you and Prime Minister Modi have already said that, regularly call on both sides to stop the war and to negotiate. However, can one really urge Ukraine to stop defending itself? After all, there are no Ukrainian tanks in Russia. There are Russian tanks and planes and missiles destroying Ukraine.
I think that's a bit of a misrepresentation. I think what we do is to say, get back to dialogue and diplomacy. There was dialogue and diplomacy in the early days of the conflict. So it's not that it didn't happen. So it's not for us to put conditions.